Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and yeah, finally it's time for the top 5 of the month for the month of July. I'm just completely blacking out on the dates right now, or like the months, but yeah, that's how it goes sometimes when the time just really runs right through your life basically. But so yeah, obviously in this video I'm going to talk about the 5 movies that I watched for the very first time that were the best movies that I watched during the month of July. So yeah, let's begin right away. So at number 5, we have a very unique and interesting film, I would say, and it is a movie called A Chinese Ghost Story. This could almost be called like a Chinese romance story as well, or love story, you could say, because it has a very weird, unique blend of genres that you might think, oh, this is not going to work at all. But they were somehow able to make a really interesting film, which has both like horror elements to it, drama and romance, and even some action, really weird action going on in this film as well. Um, and that's just so strange because I mean, usually I'm really like, I have big problems with that in general when like there's some films that just shoves too much things or like too much content in a film in general. But in this way, it really works well. It's very hard to describe for someone who hasn't seen it, but apparently this one also has 2 sequels, I believe. So obviously I'm gonna check those ones out as well. But yeah, if you like weird stuff in general, go check this film out. It's really really good film. So that was a number 5, yeah. And then we have a number 5, not number 5, number 4. And this is actually a remake of an older film from 1981 or so, I believe, or maybe 1980. And it's the remake of A Mother's Day, right here. And yeah, I've seen the original one as well, which was directed by, I don't think it was directed by Lloyd Kaufman, but I believe it was directed by his brother, who is called Charles. Was it called Charles? Yeah, I'm just blanking on the name right now, but this one has Rebecca De Mornay in it. This is very different from the original film. The original film almost feels a little bit weird and goofy, and yeah, so almost like slapstick type of humor to it as well in general. Now this one plays out more like a serious film, and the best way I can describe this one is basically sort of like a home innovation type of film, or like an exploitation, modern day exploitation film. And that type of genre you don't really see very often in like the newer films in general. But I think Rebecca De Mornay, she's basically like the main villain of this film. It's not really any spoiler or anything like that. You pretty much know that from the get go. But I think it's quite fascinating that she like plays like the mother character in this one, and she's just really demented. Which I think this is quite fascinating because Rebecca De Mornay also portrayed a very demented and a creepy character in the 90s film called The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which I believe was also yet another remake, and has very similar vibes to it, like this one has. Even though that's more of a thriller film than a straightforward like horror type film. But so if you have seen the original one and you want a more serious version, you should check out the remake. I think this was I would almost say better than the original one. I don't really say that very often, but I thought this was really entertaining. This is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, I believe, who directed Saw 2, 3, and 4. So you know there's going to be pretty violent stuff going on in this one. So yeah, Mother's Day at number 4. And number 3 is a film which I saw for the very first time. This one just really blew me away. And this is the movie called The Garden of Words, the animated film directed by, what's his name? Makoto Shinkai. Makoto Shinkai. Butcher the title, not the title, but the name of that director in general. Now, this is a very short film, though. This only runs for like 40, 45, 46 minutes long. But I'm just so mesmerized by the fact that how much they were able to put into a film that is that short. Because sometimes you feel like that when you watch a film that is this short, that you really feel like there's something missing from time to time when you watch some of these shorter films. But this one just captured everything in that short amount of time. It looks amazing and really beautiful. The main storyline is also very harmonic and kind of sad at the same time. A really nice character development as well. The main romance can be a little bit creepy if you know if you've seen this film before. But other than that, this is just a really amazing film, and I'm really tempted to watch more of this guy's films. I recently picked up, what's that one called again? Centimeters, 5 centimeters to whatever. I haven't seen that movie yet, but I'll definitely check that one out eventually. So yeah, ever since I saw this film, I want to get more movies directed by this guy. So yeah, The Garden of Words, which I think I think it was Bessie online that actually recommended this to me. So thank you for that. But anyway, this one, yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really, really amazing. And then number 2, we have this is the third part of the Godfather trilogy right here. I'm actually just too lazy to put them out from here because it's going to be a big mess on this entire like desk eventually if I do that. But I know many people say that the Godfather Part 3 is the weakest one in the series. And I almost feel like I prefer the third one over the second one. I know this probably like sounds like absolutely like blasphemy for some people. But yeah, I mean, the reason why I like the third one a little bit more, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still really like the second one as well. But I think the main reason why I like the third one a little bit more is because it's not as long as the second one, because the second one felt so long, because it runs like 3 hours and 40 minutes or so, and it just felt really, really long. And there's just so many characters to take in. I mean, there's so many, like, I mean, I constantly confuse all these characters with one another, like who did this and why did this person do that and whatever. So all the motives and all the numerous amounts of characters really messed up my brain in the second one. This one felt like it was a little bit easier to follow. So that's my statement as to why I prefer the third one. But anyway, Godfather Part 3 at number 2. And at number 1, we have a film which I sadly don't have in the collection, but I'm definitely gonna check out if I can actually if I can find this on DVD or Blu-ray. But I watched this on TV, and it is the Disney Pixar movie called Coco, which just really blew me away. I mean, I had really low expectations for this because the recent like Pixar and like Disney movies in general, I've not really had any interest in whatsoever, because yeah, there's been so many disappointments for like the newer ones that I've seen. So I had very low expectations, but this one really, really blew me away, because great character development and really nice harmony as well in the film, and really nice music as well. I mean, sometimes when it comes to Disney and Pixar in general, it feels like they are just filling up their movies with so much music to the point that it gets really, really annoying. But in this movie, it actually does make sense, though, because the main plot of the film is basically about music and the whole the family that has basically just forbidden music and like within this family. So this poor boy decides to break out of his entire, like, I mean, pretty much like run away from his family just to be able to play music, because he really looks up to his father, who I believe was it his father, was it like grandfather, whatever like relative of his that was, ran away or left the family, and that's the reason why they've decided to completely like ban music altogether in that family. So but yeah, I mean, a really amazing film. I'm definitely gonna get all of this on DVD and Blu-ray eventually. If you're also a little bit skeptical when it comes to like Pixar and Disney in general, and you haven't seen this one, trust me, this is one of the better ones from the later years, I would say. So yeah, but this is just my personal opinion. So obviously not everyone would love this film. So yeah. So that's it. That's the top 5 of the month for the month of July. Have no real idea what the next video is going to be about. I think I'm probably going to continue with the 90s series, where I talk about my top 10 horror movies from each year in the 90s. That's probably going to be my number 1 priority for the next video, actually. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed this particular video, and if you like the video, like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you do like my content, or if you want to follow me on YouTube in general. So, but anyway, hope you enjoy this video, and as always, see you next time. Bye bye.